Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
On Saturday, September 23rd from 2 to 8 p.m. at the Alkaline Oasis in Brooklyn, Baba Ashraf Kwesi and Mira Kwesi returns to Brooklyn, New York after 4 years. Get your early bird tickets right now by texting 347-496-1022. Remember, they'll be teaching about the ancient history of Africa, Kemet, and also they're going to touch on Cleopatra. So get your tickets, 347-496-1022.
Did you ever wonder if your birth date holds information about your destiny? Why you keep seeing the same number or several numbers? Welcome to Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. I am your host, King Simon. Numbers are not here to control you, they're here to give you guidance. It's time for you to be able to read the numbers. Hey family, it's King Simon, the founder of Numerovation. Remember, if you want to book a session with me and get a Numerovation consultation, all you have to do is text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. And if you want any of my books, go to Linktr.ee/King Simon the Numerovator. That's King Simon the Numerovator. And your books are available on Amazon. Remember, I'm the El Numero Uno, the Numerovator himself. And if you want to book a session, all you have to do is text me. Make sure you get my books on Amazon. I love you. Peace. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for mental stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. On Saturday, September 23rd from 2 to 8 p.m. at the Alkaline Oasis in Brooklyn, Baba Ashraf Kwesi and Mira Kwesi returns to Brooklyn, New York after 4 years. Get your early bird tickets right now by texting 347-496-1022. Remember, they'll be teaching about the ancient history of Africa, Kemet, and also they're going to touch on Cleopatra. So get your tickets, 347-496-1022.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another episode of the Numerovational Flyby, or Numerovationally Speaking. First of all, I want you to share this with your beloved family or friends and whomever you may care about that might need to be, they might be tired, but they're not inspired. Because the topic today is don't be tired. Be inspired by things around you. People, places, and things. Be inspired. You know, this tool that you've seen me use, pull the rubber bands off, it's just two sticks made out of fiberglass. And the brother that actually created it, when you put them together, look what it looks like. It looks like a number 11. Very interesting apparatus. Looks like a number 11. Put them close together, still look like a number 11. And the brother that created it, before he transitioned, he was born October the 29th. A grandmaster of martial arts, former vet, military person. Decided to cut two fiberglass or two metal pieces and rods and create what is now known as the ripstick, but now it was originally called the toy, and he called it the toyka. It's a training apparatus to build the upper part of your body, upper body strength. Very helpful. I've been doing this since I got my rubber bands back, and I started really focusing on doing what he taught many of us. And you see it now called the ripstick, which I believe that brother was one of his students. He's born October 28th. And he personally was tired of people complaining about that they have to go to a gym to work out, or they didn't have any tools that they go to advance or build their upper. Because if you met him, his upper body strength, his hand strength, his hand grip was very powerful. If you ever met the great master Marvin Gatlin, Professor Marvin Gatlin, that's the inventor of this. And he was born the same day as Bill Gates. But when you add the 10 plus the 28, that adds up to 38. And 3 plus 8 equals the 11. 11 is the number of inspiration. Seeing things that other people don't see. Some people will see two rods on the floor and just walk right by it. But he's seen something because of that 11 alignment number that he had, or 11 pinnacle that some people might call 11 achievement number, or what I call the alignment number. And because this double apparatus looked like a number 11, it was somebody that was connected to the number 11 that created what we call the toy today. Was inspired because of people complaining, and he was tired of people complaining about they're not able to build their upper muscle strength without doing pull-ups and all that. So he created an apparatus that you attach two rubber bands, 2 or 3, and sometimes he used to twist the rubber band to make it more resistance, to create more resistance. So I'm saying this because everything around you can be an inspiration to you. Let me repeat that again. Everything around you can be an inspiration to you, just like this brother was inspired to create what we now know as the ripstick. But it's the original name, and I have the certification to it. It's called the toy, or the toyka. Big up to the late, great the late great person born the same day as Bill Gates. And the toy cup or the ripstick now is making a lot of money. And he transitioned. And as soon as he transitioned, about a year or two ago or 3 years ago, it's taken off. That means the energy behind it is taking off. So big up to the late great photographer and martial artist and grandmaster and inventor of what we call the ripstick today, or what is known as the toy or the toy cap, connected to the master number 11 frequency. And I'm saying this because today, if you add the 8 plus the 30, adds up to 38, which is a master number alignment frequency before we reach the 30. So when many people might break down 38 to 11 to 2, I look at the 38 for a reason. I look at the number 11 for a reason. I look at the number 2 for a reason. Because the first aspect before it reaches 38, before it reaches the number 11, 3 and 8, the person that created this is connected to the 38. Bill Gates is connected to the 38. Whoever was born today, like Warren Buffett, is connected to the 38. Young Pharaoh is connected to the 38. Today is his birthday. Today is Warren Buffett's birthday. Connected to the 38. Why I say 38? Because the month of August, 8th month, plus the number 30 equals 38, and 3 plus 8 equals 11. So people connected to the 11 frequency are inspired and see what other people do not see. That's why Warren Buffett makes so much money, because when he knows that certain things is going on, and that's why people like an Eric Thomas or other billionaires or millionaires want to be in a room with a Warren Buffett, because he has the pulse of inspiration. Today is his birthday. And those who know of Young Pharaoh's a brilliant dude. No matter what he goes through and whatever he happened to him and whatever he's been going through, he's a brilliant dude, brilliant young brother. Becoming older now, but he's a brilliant young brother. And today is his born day. So make sure y'all salute Young Pharaoh if you ever run into him. Today is his born day. So I'm saying this because in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, I talk about the number 30. I talk about the number 11. I don't talk about the 38, but when 3 and 8, which is 11, becomes your alignment, your achievement, or is a part of your pinnacle or development number, because those are 3 levels of what, when you add the month plus your day, that is called your first pinnacle for a certain amount of years. In certain systems, when you add the month plus your day, that deals with the first pinnacle, and some may call it the alignment number, some may call it the achievement number, but that first initial adding of the month and the day is aligning you with what you're supposed to achieve and to the highest pinnacle that you are possibly able to attain within your development cycle and your growth cycle. So in my book, Numerovation for Mental Stability, and you can get it on Amazon, or you go to my Linktree right here above. The number 30 is, I say the number 30 is the symbol of mental outlook and the superior mindset. In Numerovation, the number 30 is known as one of the master number potentials, because 0 adds infinite power and potential to any number it follows. Number 30 people can be very charming, jovial, creative, and intelligent. It is important for them to stay optimistic. They are usually visionaries, good communicators, and should strive to keep a good sense of humor.
Let's stop there, because people that have been born on the 30th of the month, and I'm speaking about the 30 and the 38 right now because today is the 30th of the month. Today is Warren Buffett's birthday. Today is Young Pharaoh's birthday, and a few other people if you look up the celebrities born on the 30th. Those who may not know about Warren Buffett, or those who may not know about, Young Pharaoh, it's cool. But I'm just showing you that every one of these numbers have a significant vibration that can take you on your high or your low. And look at people that's also born on the 30th of the month. Mike Tyson, LeBron James, Tiger Woods, Tyrese, Winston Churchill, reggae artist Sanchez, born on the 30th of the month. And we know 3 + 0 = 3. So when you deal with that number 3 energy, it is also known as an optimistic and visionary energy with a good sense of humor, but they have to be very careful of feelings of inadequacy or inferiority, being superficial and scattered, reckless and scandalous. And according to other systems of numerology, the number 30 person or people that have 30 in their chart, whether it's their name, their middle name, their last name, or the life path or whatever, don't get caught up on the labels. 30, the people connected to the number 30, a number 30 person's rise and fall of power is totally up to them. Let me say that again. The number 30, people connected to that number 30 in any way, when I see it and when I look for it, when I recognize it, the rise and fall of whoever they are born under that 30 frequency is totally up to them. And due to their extremely developed mental abilities, it is their decision to choose what is valuable and important in their life. That's what the number 30 has to do. So I'm saying that today, personal number is a number 30. But when you add it all up, and when you look at the alignment, it's a number 38, which is 11. So today's alignment or achievement or pinnacle, according to the science, is a day of expression, a day of finding balance, but it's also a day of enlightenment. And if you are enlightened, you should be willing to jot it down and write things down today. And then when you add it all up with 38 plus 7, let's say 38 equals 11, and then plus 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Today is a number 18, a number 9 day in a universal aspect when you add the month, the day, and the year. Today. And 9 is another assertive, inspirational number, but you have to be willing to write what you want to accomplish. And every number that a person is born with, whether it's their name or their birthday, is one of the behind the scenes guiding frequency and vibration, if you understand. I'm not talking about the zodiac sign. I'm not talking about the astrology. I'm talking about your numbers, because all of us throughout our life have developed this saying: numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. People lie. Numbers don't lie. And that is the truth. The purity, the pure vibration and frequency of numbers do not lie. That's why every physicist, old and new, has proven that the way you can work with this universe, you have to understand the mathematical language. Every physicist, before Isaac Newton and after Isaac Newton, before Galileo and after Galileo, before Stephen Hawking and after Stephen Hawking, before Neil deGrasse Tyson, after Neil deGrasse Tyson, before Michio Kaku, after Michio Kaku, they're going to always prove that the language is mathematics. The language is the numbers. From a simple perspective, you have to learn to be able to look at things around you and don't be tired of the things around you, but be inspired. Like I showed you about this apparatus called the toy back in the day, but it's now called the ripstick. 2 fiberglass rods, just anywhere. And the man that created it put 2 rubber bands, and now it's a workout apparatus. It's one of the most. This joint builds your chest, it builds your deltoids, it builds your triceps, it builds all kinds of stuff when you do the exercise. Very good tool. But it was a friend of mine who created it, and now one of his students have taken it to another level since he transitioned, which is smart. Put it in different colors and all kinds of stuff. And the guy that created this is born the same day as Bill Gates. Born the same day as Bill Gates. A billionaire, twice over, especially with Microsoft. Because they see things and because Bill Gates' alignment number and the guy that created this alignment number is a number 38, which is 11. And anytime 11 shows up in your chart, mathematically, numerically, numerovationally, that's the number of inspiration and letting you know and giving you an indicator that you are seeing what other people don't see, even in your family, because I'm sure he's the only one in the family connected that made this happen. I'm sure Bill Gates is the only one in his family that really seen the future by creating Microsoft. Warren Buffett, only one in the family, because he tells you about his humble history and his humble beginning. Bill Gates tell you about his humble beginning. The brother that created this told me about his humble beginnings. So don't be tired. Be inspired by things around you, because sometimes it's the smallest things around you. And they're around you for a reason, whether you pick up the inspiration or not. It could be a person, it could be a place, it could be whatever, a thing. But don't be tired of it. Be inspired. It's just like when you have water bugs around your house, and when we was dealing with water bugs back in the day, in ancient times or whatever, because water bugs are old. Whether you call them cockroaches or whatever, they old. Somebody was inspired to say, you know what? Let me mix this and see what this does to the water bugs. Whether it repels it, makes it run away, whatever, whether it kills it. There was an inspiration. But it was being tired of the water bug that inspired them to create what they had to create, to make sure that water bugs do not put their time into create an infestation inside their house. So people take what they're tired of and become inspired, just like most of the inventions. I was saying, why did a man create a washing machine and dryer? Why did a melanated woman or melanated man create an egg beater? Why did they create a chair? Why did they create a toilet bowl? Why did they create? Because they was tired of doing something prior to that. So don't be tired. Be inspired. And then in their tiredness of going to the outhouse or creating holes in the floor and taking a dump in the floor, they created the toilet bowl. And like Paul Mooney says, black folks made it white on purpose. Go figure. Made the toilet bowl white on purpose. Read in between that. No disrespect to you Europeans, that's fine. Follow me. Oh, white people. But Paul Mooney said black folks invented the toilet bowl and made it white on purpose. Hey, but they was tired of doing certain things, so they took what they were tired of and became inspired by, and then they created what we know today as the toilet bowl. Powerful. I'm just trying to show y'all what's happening here, what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Refrigeration was created by a melanated brother. I don't have the names with me right now, but refrigeration, so we can store and preserve food in a colder environment. So the process of deterioration doesn't happen that fast. So think about that. Tired of losing their food and losing product and produce, so they decided to create refrigeration. Don't be tired. Let your tiredness be your inspiration. That's what I'm trying to say, to keep it very simple. Let your tiredness be your inspiration. Shoot, you might be tired of your man or tired of your woman. Let who you tired of be your inspiration to do better or do more or keep it moving. Sometimes we get tired of each other. Sometimes you get tired of your mama, your daddy. Sometimes you get tired of your husband, your wife. Sometimes you get tired of your business partner, you're this. But don't be tired. Learn how to take those lessons of tiredness and turn them into blessings, so you can navigate better in this realm. So on that point, I didn't want to be long. I just had to be strong. And just want to remind people that today I'll be interviewing Professor Griff and Soleil, two great artists from the world of hip hop music. And we're going to have a conversation about the plight of music, because they were supposed to do an event in LA, but that got canceled, and we were going to talk about love and relationship and all that. But now we'll probably touch on, multiplicity of things, because when me, Professor Griff, and Soleil get together, it's going to be different. So today at 1:00 Eastern Standard Time, I'll be speaking to Professor Griff from the legendary group called Public Enemy, and I'll be speaking to his beautiful wife, Soleil, the legendary performer, singer, and she's also a holistic health practitioner. As a matter of fact, I met her at a holistic retreat years ago. And we've been me and Professor Griff go back to the Nation of Islam since late 80s, 90s. But Soleil, I just met before she married Professor Griff. I met, but I didn't, and then I was at their wedding also. So enough respect. They just had celebrated an anniversary also. So today at 1:00 on King Simon Presents, only quality people on YouTube. Just put King Simon Presents if you're looking for me, or go to my Linktree and go look at all my links. I got the link to my 2 YouTube pages. I got the link to my Facebook. I got the link to my Cash App, PayPal, all of that in my Linktree. All right, so we're speaking to Professor Griff at 1:00. And do remember, in New York, I'll be back in New York to produce that event. I got Ashra Kwesi. I'm going to interview Mira Kwesi if she can make it. I got Dr. Phil Valentine that are going to be interviewing new people that y'all never heard of. But like I said, it's called, my program is called King Simon Presents Only Quality People. And it could be anybody, so just remember, family, if you're going to be in New York around the 23rd of September, Baba Ashra Kwesi and Mira Kwesi will be in the building speaking about ancient civilization, but also debunking some of the Cleopatra myth that they're putting out there on television. But Mira Kwesi will be speaking on the black goddess of our planet. She'll be speaking about the black goddess of ancient history. She's going to be she's going to be dealing with that because she's the opening act. And then Baba Ashra Kwesi will close out with his PowerPoint also. on Saturday, September 23rd from 2 to 8 p.m. at the Alkaline Oasis in Brooklyn. Baba Ashraf Kwesi and Mira Kwesi returns to Brooklyn, New York after 4 years. Get your early bird tickets right now by texting 347-496-1022. Remember, they'll be teaching about the ancient history of Africa, Kemet, and also they're going to touch on Cleopatra. So get your tickets, 347-496-1022.
Let's go.
Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
Did you ever wonder if your birth date holds information about your destiny? Why you keep seeing the same number or several numbers?
Welcome to Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. I am your host, King Simon. Numbers are not here to control you, they're here to give you guidance. It's time for you to be able to read the numbers. It's the numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now. On Saturday, September 23rd from 2 to 8 p.m. at the Alkaline Oasis in Brooklyn, Baba Ashraf Kwesi and Mira Kwesi returns to Brooklyn, New York after 4 years. Get your early bird tickets right now by texting 347-496-1022. Remember, they'll be teaching about the ancient history of Africa, Kemet, and also they're going to touch on Cleopatra. So get your tickets, 347-496-1022.
So remember, our job as studiers of these metaphysical, esoteric knowledge is to help enhance people to be better. I, as a numerovator, using the numbers, or quote-unquote numerals, as motivation to get people to understand why they need to activate their numbers to be their very best self and maximize it. Because the numerals hold a frequency. And if you're willing to turn up that frequency, then that frequency can help to guide you and navigate you to a higher height that will allow you to spiral to be your best self. We must remember that.